The reason why I'm experiencing some of these things today is because of the horrible things that have happened in my childhood. I grew up in a really rough neighborhood. I dealt with mental, emotional, and verbal abuse regularly. I was routinely physically abused by a family member who even broke my leg. From the time I was about 6 years old, I did sexual things with another family member for years, and a family member took provocative photos of me. I remember seeing pornography and I was enticed by it. I thought that it was completely normal. By the time I was 13, I lost my virginity to a boy who was 17 years old. After that, I just became completely promiscuous. I had sex with boys in the neighborhood, and I did this because I just wanted to feel something. I needed some sort of void filled. Because of all that, I have an issue with commitment. I feel like I'm just not good enough for anything. I tell Dan over and over again that I'm just not good enough for him and I'm not good enough for the kids. The past does affect me today. I've tried to get over it and I just can't seem to get past it.
You say that you've tried to get over it. What does that mean? What have your efforts entailed?
I've tried to forgive people, from the past who have hurt me, regardless of their viewpoint on it. I've tried to be a mom that I didn't have. I've tried to kind of, build something that I never thought that I would have.
Where was your mother when all this was going on? When the sexual abuse started happening, what was her involvement? What was her reaction?
She didn't know.
Did you ever tell her?
No.
There are things you wish you had gotten from the adults in your life earlier on that you just didn't get.
Right.
And there were things you got from some family members that you wish you didn't get. I ask you what you've done to try to deal with that, and you've tried to deal with it on your own. You've tried to forgive certain people. You've tried to say, I don't want to carry that legacy forward.
Right.
And have you talked to Dan about this?
Yeah, Dan has been really supportive regarding, just my childhood and moving past, and, we've brainstormed ideas and, we pray together and things like that. I had a conversation with my mom on the phone because it was weighing so heavy on me that I just needed to forgive her, and I just did a lot of self-reflection on, having a conversation with her. So when it ultimately happened, I didn't get the response that I was really hoping to get. But then again, I knew that it was something that I just kind of had to deal with on my own, and just kind of put it behind me. And that was actually happened just a week or two before the first affair, which I think might have had a lot to do with the mental state that I was in at the time.
Here's the thing, as we go through life, we all define a currency. When someone takes a child, particularly a young girl, and objectifies her and abuses her sexually, then oftentimes she learns that's what I have to offer, and it becomes your currency. And boy, when you step outside the marriage with someone, the adrenaline is rushing and they're telling you all the things that would be nice if it was every day, right? It also made you feel dirty. It also made you feel guilty. It also made you feel like you were doing something wrong. There are wounds in you that are gaping wounds that are open. And no matter how bad you want to be different, until those wounds are healed, you're not going to be different. And let me tell you this, and you need to hear this. This isn't about you. It's about what's happened to her before. Made some mistakes? Yes, you have made some mistakes. But I tell you, the one thing you haven't made is you have made the mistake of bailing on your family, your children, or your wife when she is hurt in a bad, bad way. And she has certainly given you a lot of reasons. And it takes a man to stay plugged into this, and I'm proud of you for doing it.